Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Here we go. We're going to start on this brand new kit from MiniArt. And while I have so many other things on the bench at this time, I just can't resist getting into this one. Especially since I just completed almost the Academy versions of this kit. So we could start off with these parts, but I'm just wondering, they have all this stuff here as white, but the bottom plate, apparently according to the color callouts, is olive drab. So before I can even start putting these parts on, I have to paint this floor. So I posted a question on a Facebook page about modeling the Stuart, and I got a reply saying that actually the floor was a dark gray, and as it was used, it would get to be a darker gray. And also included in it was this photograph. So I'm going to go with a dark gray on mine. The back wall is white. The front part isn't really indicated. All right, well, let's start off with the just cutting the parts off for now. Take a look at those. Well, let's take a look at this bottom plate. See what's actually on there. There's the underside. Pretty detailed for any of those that want to take pictures of the underside of a tank. Okay, so D21, D20, and then the other parts are DA, not D. Unfortunately, one of these linkages actually broke, and I think it broke within the box. It wasn't, it didn't happen when I was snipping these things off the trees, so that's one thing you just have to be aware of with these MiniArt kits. While they are very detailed, the parts are so fragile when you get into some of the skinnier pieces. It's not a big deal. I'll just have to glue that one piece onto the other piece later. Okay, DB8. So this hatch, you can have two versions. I guess they had pretty good access to a Stuart to do that. This drawing is a bit confusing. It looks like it's actually like this, but it's actually should be like this. Because you can see there's no bolts on that side, but bolts on this side. So it should go like that. There seems to be more bolts at the front than at the back. So that's the orientation of it. Now, I don't see any reason not to just glue that on. So get out the Tamiya extra thin. All right. So my plan here is to keep everything off of this until I paint it. But I'm going to get all the white stuff ready and we can put that into the paint booth. So let's take a look here. Here's sprue D. So we need D1, D2. Okay, that's all glued up. Make sure that this is all lined up. Okay, these final drives, if that's what it's called, they go a different color. They go the olive drab color, not the white. This is actually the bottom. And this is the top. So D29. CB1. Okay, another sprue, CB, and we need to take CB1 off of there. Here's the seat parts. They're on sprue KA. And here's the base for the chair, which is really a nice detail. All the other kits just have a really simplified chair. All right, well, these are very nice compared to the Academy one, where I couldn't really even figure out where the parts were supposed to go. All right, so we got another one to do. So there's two little pieces, KA7, that have to go on. Like, look at this. Super detailed. Oh, these are the steering handles. May as well get those while I'm here. Now, these are very ornately dressed out, that's for sure. They're a lot more detailed than others I've seen. Okay, these parts, I cut them off the tree. How's this for funny? I cut them off the tree, and they're so small, and I'm so absent-minded that I thought they were just sort of like debris, and I swept them off my table. So I ended up spending like about 15 minutes like sweeping the floor, looking for these parts here. Damn. Oh, shoot. But mercifully, I did find them. But they are tricky. I would suggest you just cut them off the tree when you're actually about to glue them in place. Okay, so. Whew. All right, DA21. DA28. DA13 and DA17. All right, so we also need to get DA7 and DA18. Okay, DA2. DA2 and DA6. Man, oh man, these are tiny pieces. I know a lot of people kind of, there's too many pieces, but you know what? I like that there's detail in this kit and that it's not just simplified blocks of shape. And yes, it does take a little bit more effort. But like I said in the preview of this, in the previous Let's Meet the Parts video, it's when you build something like this that you can actually learn a lot more about this vehicle compared to what's out there. All right. So let's get as many of these pieces in place as possible. So how does that orientate? All right, let's see. How does that go? Okay, so that goes at the top. Okay, this is confusing. So I guess it goes like that. There we go. And this one. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to be getting into, I believe this is ammunition storage. All right, D10, which appears to be a padded seat cover. Well, I've got that all wrong, unfortunately. This actually has to go the other way around. Okay, not a big deal. Now, so that goes there, that goes there. Now, this goes to the bottom, this little tab here. That's what I got wrong. So, try this again. And this little tab here
has to go on facing me. So there we go, like that. Whoop. Okay, you want to look at the level of mad detail on this kit? There's actual, like, writing. I don't know what it says, but there's lettering on this. I'm not sure if that's like a gear change during a gear shift, but there's actual writing on that. Now that's commendable. I don't care. I love MiniArt detail. All right, now here's something that might drive some people crazy, which for some people it might be a short drive. But here in step 6, one has to cut all the bolts off of this strip here and add them to the front of the hull, the transmission cover. So that, I don't know, I guess that's their choice for some reason, but okay. Some of these are flat-headed bolts, and some have the bolt coming out. So just be aware of that. And they've got them labeled as KC24, AC25, but there's no real number. It's probably in the drawing of the parts. All right. So you got to really just shave these as close as possible to the tree. Now, okay, so I've got to put 2 of those flat heads on the bottom here. And the way I do it, usually, put a little glue, and then I've got this toothpick, and I touch it to the tip of my tongue, and it allows me to pick that piece up and place it. Like, you don't need any fancy wax tipped tool. You just need a toothpick in your tongue. So now I've got to put one more on the top here. Ding, ding.
So you can see the profile is different. Here's the other one. See, these ones here are flat. These ones here are a little bit prouder. All right. All right,
So those two are done. Now, apparently I've got to put some, if you look here at this drawing, that's where those other ones go with the bolt head. And you also have to put it on this step that they have at the front of these Stuart tanks. Yeah, so if you look here, there's actually 424, 425, and 426. So this step is a photo etch thing, and I'm gonna save till the end to put that on because I know I'll break it off.
All right, now let's get into the central island, which is D27. All right, so D17 is required. putting this island together for the cover of the drive shaft is a bit tricky. I don't know why. Even the Academy interior kit, it was a challenge. There's not a lot of mass that you can sort of put things together with. And
All right.
yeah, it took me a little bit of effort to finally get it where it was okay. So just go slow with this part of the build.
That's some pretty nice detail. I mean, one thing that you can do with a kit like this is you could make a blown up, destroyed, burnt out husk for some diorama or another. Now, so that's how that goes. Right then. Beautiful. Okay, I think what's going to happen now, kids, is... Okay, what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint this gray. And then I'll come right back. Now, I'm going to mask off where I have to glue that. All right. All right, we've got all the parts ready to go white. I'm going to paint these parts gray. It says olive drab in them. So for the white, I'm going to use Mr. Surfacer 1500 white.
I painted these gray, but I didn't put enough paint on, and I think I'm going to go with the olive drab. I got a holiday there I got to hit. All right. So I'm going to slap this in here. So I don't want to touch any glue out here because that'll ruin that finish. Maybe I can sneak a little bit in here. All right. Sweet. So they want to put these in first. I'm not sure about that white. It doesn't look like it's full up. Did I put that on wrong or what? Nope, I didn't, luckily. Oh man. Yeah. Damn it. All right, I've got these foot pedals on. I don't know how, but I broke that one off. I hope I can find it. I'll have to hit some of these with a little bit of white. But I just want to start getting them in place. Ah. All right, folks, I think we're going to wrap this episode up. We've come to a good point where we can end it. And be sure to join us for the part 2 of this build of the MiniArt M3 Stuart initial. So, in the meantime and in between time, that's another edition of Jet Scale Models. Y'all come back now, you hear?